Alrighty, you read that title right. Today we get a refeed day. So I'm gonna show y'all, this is made like 2 days after the last full day video y'all seen. Did my check-ins this morning. I was down about 3 pounds, so I was like 166.8. So I knew in my head my coach was gonna give me a refeed. 3 pounds is a good drop, and I got some good lines. So cut me down pretty good, and then today's giving me a refeed. So I'm so excited for this. So I'm gonna run y'all through all 5 of my meals. My meals will be at work, but I'm still gonna record them there so y'all can see that. But I am so excited. I wrapped up my cardio, saw that text, and I was like, yo, yes. I'm such a foodie, it's actually embarrassing. But I'm gonna have to run to Walmart and get my stuff I need for the day, which I will take you in there with me for that to see like what else I'm adding in my diet for today's refeed, which is also a rest day. So it's good to have you'll see like a lot of bodybuilders will talk about that. They'll have their refeed days on their rest days to really replenish glycogen stores, really get some good food in there for the next day. And then that training session the next day is always so much better. So really good idea if you're going to implement a refeed day to do it on a rest day. So your following training day is going to be 10 times better. So now just got a little bit of rice cooking for my meals. I'm going to head to town and get the rest of the stuff that I need for my meals today. And then we'll get back here, cook it all up, and then have ourselves a refeed day. So let's go. Hold up, let's peep this morning lighting. Boom. All right, let's get out of here. If bodybuilding has taught me anything besides like discipline, consistency, and all that kind of jazz, it has taught me how little of things you have to get given in life, like a refeed, to make you happy. Like you can, maybe it's just because I was a fat kid and I love food, but whenever my coach gives me a refeed day, it is like I wake up and I'm like, I damn near cry. I just love food, but I'm gonna get rolling over here and not picking up too much. Just gotta pick up a few things to really complete out the refeed he wants me to do, and then we'll get back to the crib. But for a thin slice of beef at Walmart, they have this thing called bottom round thin, which is like a really lean cut of beef. So I want to be sure I'm getting enough. Because last time I had a refeed, I didn't buy enough of this shit and I ran out. So I need 180 grams cooked weight. So bottom round thin, and then what else do I need? Oats. I need oats. Alrighty, oats secured. So little review of what we picked up. We got the sirloin, muffin, potatoes, and the oats. And then I got rice to the house cooking up. So pretty much just extra carbs on this day, just kind of replenishing glycogen, fill me back up a little bit. And whenever you do a refeed, I made a video about this a few days ago, you can boost that leptin level, which is like the satiety hormone, which can kick up a little bit more of metabolism and stuff like that, allowing you to push a little harder and lose a little bit of extra fat. So last time I did this, I woke up, obviously after a refeed, you're gonna wake up a little bit heavier than you did the previous day. And I'm also gonna throw up some visuals. I might throw them up here just to show you what I looked like yesterday or the morning of this refeed, and then I'll show you what I look like after the refeed. But usually what happens is you'll gain some weight, you wake up heavier than normal, and then give it a week and your body will like be wrapping on fire, and then you'll be losing more weight than you were before. So that'll be that. So got all our shopping wrapped. I got my wallet. God damn it, I didn't get my wallet. And I'm gonna have to go grab that, but all right, well, we wrap this up and then we'll get back to the house and get to cooking. So had oats since I guess my little bit of a bulk before my last show, so it's been a minute. Within so long, I'm like reading the Southern mom way of making oats because I can't make oats. Hopefully that's right. I hope those come out good. We'll see. Boy, them oats smell good. I really do not know how to make oats anymore, dude. This is bad. Alrighty, so meal one is ready. So we got 80 grams of dry weight oats, 100 grams of blueberries, 250 grams of egg whites, and 2 eggs. I am so excited for this meal. I haven't had oats, like I said, in a while, so hopefully I didn't butcher these. I actually have the consistency like perfect. Hold on. We're good. That's good. So, oats, eggs and blueberries, eggs, egg whites, all that kind of stuff. My mind's all over the place. I'm so excited for this day. Even like I said earlier, that's the one cool thing bodybuilding has taught me, is that the smallest little things can make someone's day so much better. So a little bit more food. So, alrighty, now that we got meal 1 done and dusted, I'm gonna get all my stuff cooked up for the day, show you a little bit of clips of that. And then the next time that I'll see y'all, I know I said last time I'll see y'all at meal 2, but now the next time I'll see y'all will be at work at Walmart for meal 2. So I'm gonna get to cooking.
Pictures that were like side-by-side glute shots, you know, the side profile of the chin, the top shelf. Nothing ever made my glutes.
Meal 2 is going to be 200 grams of rice, 180 grams of chicken, 100 grams of banana, and 100 grams of zucchini. So pretty much that same meal that y'all saw a few days ago, just 100 more grams of rice, and yeah, that's it, and a little less protein. That's one thing that my coach always does on refeed. Oh my God. On refeed days is he lowers the protein and ups the carbs. That's pretty much the two consistent things. Lowers the food volume by lowering the protein, and then ups it with carbs. So 200 grams of rice, 180 grams of chicken, 100 grams of zucchini, mustard, salt, banana. That's the meal. So I'm gonna get into this because I'm on my break right now, so I gotta chow this down and get back to work. So I'll be back for my lunch break and meal 3. So see y'all there. Meal 2, I'm done and dusted. Wait, I'm done and dusted. Now, back to work. I'm back for meal 3, which is way bigger than meal 3 has been for my rest. Usually it's just chicken and blueberries. Now it's chicken, blueberries, and 300 grams of rice. So that's gonna be awesome. So I'll be back to work and I'll see y'all for meal 3. It's so crazy having my first prep had been so difficult. Like, I'm actually, if I can, I'm gonna figure out how to throw up. Hold on. I'm gonna figure out how to throw up my the macros from my last prep. But it's so funny in bodybuilding, like I'm so thankful that my first prep was so horrific and hard, because now every prep after this will forever feel super easy and like not like, obviously it's, you know, not fun eating the same things over and over every day in small amounts of like whatever, but I'll probably never have to push down as far as I did my first ever prep. So now that like set the standard for me, so not every prep after this is gonna be like stupid easy. So I'm gonna throw up the macros probably somewhere right here of like my meal plan on like what a day-to-day basis was on like the last 4 weeks where I had to push, and just so y'all can see like how hard I was pushing on top of 2 hours of Stairmaster a day during during high school, and I worked at a Mexican restaurant. So add all that together, and that was my first prep. So every prep after this is going to be a walk in the park. So like last year, my like refeeds were like 100 grams of rice here and there, maybe like 50 grams of cream of rice before my workouts. And then now my refeeds are muffins, 300 grams of rice, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what happens when you take like one good off season and put on good tissue, and you're on your meals every day. When you don't miss a beat for a year straight, you can do things like that. But with all that being said, I'm gonna do a little computer work, get my meal warmed up, and I'll show y'all meal 3. So, alrighty. I fell down. So, for meal 3, we have the basic meal that we usually have for our post-workout meal, but it is 180 grams of chicken and 300 grams of rice, dude. I'm actually so stoked for this. Let me get a good shot of this. Beautiful. It's the little things in life, I'm telling you. And 100 grams of blueberries. So I'll mix this all together. That's not too much to share. I'm gonna shut up and get into this meal. watch some YouTube, and then I'll catch y'all for meal 4, which is an even better meal than this. So see y'all there. Nick Walker is actually ridiculous right now. Shouts out to just one of the YouTube video I'm watching right now. Alrighty, and we are in for meal 4, and here we are. Give her a check. Give a little mixy mix. We've got 300 grams of raw potato, 180 grams of sirloin, and 100 grams of zucchini. Pretty big meal compared to what I would usually have, which would be 100 or 220 chicken and 100 zucchini. So, y'all good looking. Oh my god, I want to cry. Feed doing me good, but not gonna record too much of this because my camera's fixing to die. But pretty good meal. This is like a really good all-season meal, I think, as well. If you want to get something besides rice, good potatoes, good sirloin, like a lean cut of steak and some greens, can't go wrong with that. So I'm gonna enjoy this. You know the meal is good when you don't even turn your on when you're eating it, bro. I looked at my phone one time, bro. I'm just enjoying the hell out of this meal right now. You know, being a previous fat kid has its drawbacks, but it also has its positives. You give me a little bit of food, and brother, I'm happy. For meal 5, which if I were to have trained today, would have been my pre-workout meal, but since I didn't train, I have to have 1 meal or 2 meals where I cook at home because 3 meals I have to take to work. So this would be my meal 3, but whatever. Last meal of the day, meal 5. Dude, I can't wait to show y'all this. I'm actually so hyped. So we've got, focus, there we go. Got 100 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of banana, 2 scoops of whey isolate, and let me show y'all this shit. Y'all saw it earlier, yeah. Muffin. We get a muffin, and I'm gonna go throw that in the microwave after I get done. It's crazy to think that, I don't know, I guess I didn't realize how hard that I pushed the off season, or how, not how hard I pushed it, but how hard me and my coach pushed it, and how hard he's pushed me up. Because I wasn't gaining a lot of weight, but I was eating a lot of food. I was eating 150 grams of cream of rice at one point with almond butter and a muffin. I was eating this off season. I didn't even notice, but it's crazy the difference that food can make on someone's energy and just overall day. Like whenever you're like in prep or you're cutting or you're on a cut or whatever, your baseline level of like the hunger you feel is just how you feel. Like when you're eating like little to no carbs, that's just kind of what part of it, you know, so whatever. But when you get some food, you're like, whoa, food is good, and food gives you energy. But yeah, so I am gonna wrap this video up so I can eat. I hope y'all enjoyed today's full day of eating. I know this is a lot more cool, I guess you could say, than my last full day of eating. That was just like nothing. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all enjoyed the last few videos. I've been enjoying making these. If y'all want to keep seeing me roll these out, let me know. Not going to be a lot of refeed videos, but also I want to see, let me know in the comments. Instagram and TikTok will be in the description, as well as a link to my Apollo Nutrition, or to Apollo Nutrition. Use my code Maddox to save 10% off on all those supplements. And yeah, so I'm gonna shut the hell up and get to eating. Bless y'all. Have a great night if you're watching this at night. Have a great day if you're watching this in the morning. Have a great rest of your day if you're watching this midday. Have a great cardio session if you're watching this mid-cardio or something. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, whatever. All right, I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna go eat. Love you guys.